stumbled across the channel, it's probably because somebody hit that like button before. And for those of you who hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto Charts with Road Dogg. My name is Lane, and I am your maestro, your MC this evening. This crazy circus that we call crypto. Prices go up, prices go down. Round and round they go, where they stop. So here we are on Bitcoin, and we were just trading sideways for most of the weekend until we started going down. Went down on the 1 hour to the 200 moving average. Not just one time, but twice. Twice on that one. But it looks as though we're getting a little bit of a bounce here. I'm not seeing any divergence that would just give us a strong move to the upside like I'd really like to see, but our moving averages are basically okay. 50 above the 100, above the 200. We're still doing good. It's these little Riley ones, the red and the green one, the 9 and the 21, being rambunctious just like they are. Running around like two poodles, just knocking everybody over at the party. That's all that's going on right now. It is very interesting to watch it on the 15-minute. So, if you guys know that I do have a 5 moving average strategy, but recently I've added a few new moving averages. The 800, the 666, I know, and the 366. I was shooting for 365, but 366 worked out much better. Go figure. On the 15-minute, you can see how they're relevant. This price came below Lucy's line here. That's the little line that we call the little devil girl. She likes to just sit on that one a lot. She likes to just bully price action as much as she can. But on here, it did the same thing. Came down, bounced off the 800, came up, bounced off the 200, came back to the 800. Now we gotta get past Lucy. If we can get past Lucy, we should be seeing a little bit more to the upside there. But still, just a struggle for Bitcoinio. I suppose that we should take a look at the weekly chart. Since that is the thing to do on Sundays, help us plan our weeks out a little bit. Let me come over to the chat, say hello, get any early warnings if anything's wrong. We got Strega in the house. He's always first one here. Strega is my road dog. We got Grizz in the house. And coins. How's it going, Grizz? How's it going, Strega? Glad to have you guys here. God bless you for being here. So the weekly candle for Bitcoin. Well, let's go to the regular Christmas tree candles here. The new one we got started out kind of rough. It's already in the red, right? So we've had 2 dojis. This one's definitely a doji. Oh, I think there's even a certain name for that one. Dragonfly doji, maybe? And now we got a nice little red candle. What does it mean? I mean, Bitcoin do what it do. Right now I want to go down. Is that temporary? Is that for a long time? What are we talking about? We mean Bitcoin won't go down. She just wants to go down. She'll probably kind of come back and test one of these 9 moving averages there. She's still above it on the daily. That's the important thing. If we can hold that 9 moving average, that's coming in at 37,261. We might be all right. We may just be fine. If we lose it, we're probably coming down to this 21 moving average area on the daily chart. Corresponds with this orange dotted trend line I've got here that I was following very closely until it decided to break below it and freak me out. Did that several times, but now we're above that one, and that's the extent of our big rising wedge pattern that we've been tracking. And if we can stay above that, so much the better. I like that. But at some point, I'm sure it's going to have to come back and retest that line. Currently, that's at 36,625. Could we be headed down there? Maybe. I don't see the sign for it yet. 4 Hours says, hey man, I might try to convince you of it though. 4 Hours looking kind of drab. Its only hope right now is to get a bounce off this 50 moving average. If we don't see that, well, then expect those lower prices to come. So price can come down here to the 50 and hopefully bounce back up and kind of straighten these guys up. But, you know, they just kind of cross. So, yeah. What we're likely to see is this 9 coming across over that 50. That could happen. That would definitely be bringing us down to those lower time frames there. Do you have any hope of finding support there and flipping the other way? Well, the 1 hour says maybe. So we're pretty much watching the 1 hour to kind of give us a heads up about what Bitcoin is going to do at the moment. With his 200 moving averages, where he bounced once. Not only once, but about the 2 times. 2 times it bounced at that average, and now we need to kind of get it off, you know. Stop bouncing. Just fly. Go, Bitcoin. Stop freaking us out on Sundays. You know it's going to be crazy tomorrow. It always is. Except for there's a weekend in the week, and then you freak us out on Tuesdays. We're on to you, Bitcoin. We're on to you, man. So overall on our indices, you know, kind of the same thing has been all weekend, basically, except for, you know, we lost some altcoins. Shocker there, right? But as long as we don't go below 405 billion on altcoins, we're at 410 billion right now. Heading lower, I get that. You know, it's going to be a yo-yo ride out of altcoins until we finally get established on this new higher low trend. Remember, we kind of broke this other trend line right here. Remember that one? Yeah. Yeah, now we got to kind of be flexible. Be flexible! So we need to see a bounce here. Need to see that. We don't see that. We see a break in here. Well, Road Dogg not going to be happy to see that at all. Does not want to see that. So come back to the big boy chart here. Put total 3 up here, and let's just take a little closer look on it on some other time frames. So looking at the 4 hour on total 3, hey, there's no cross here yet of the 9 over 21, so that's in our favor. Getting a bounce off the 50 and the 100. Hey, could be a double tag team right here. Give us that support we need for a good thrust to the upside. Let's hope for that, because we don't want to fall through it, because our next one is like the 200. That's kind of way down. That's a lot of money pulling out. Don't want to see that money pull out. This is a good sign though. 1 hour, I think we look fine. There's a little bit of turbulence as we're fighting to hold this control, but we've also got the 366 moving average with the 200 right there. Lucy's down here just waiting. I'm waiting for you, baby. I'm gonna twitch my nose and make you come down here. Don't do it, Lucy. Don't do it. Let them live, Lucy. Let them live. Leave Bitcoin alone. So it's kind of interesting when you do zoom out, and we're talking about Lucy's line, and on the daily, it's way up here, and that's what's giving us a headache right now. We got to get above Lucy. Lucy is our problem right now. We need to get that devil out of here. Be gone, I say. Get out of here, Lucy. Be gone. Need to get past that. Need to get past that devil. We got a good chance to do it, though. Look at the 9 moving average right there. The 9, and we're above the 9. Just got a good chance. Both of the 9 and the 21 are pressing up on Lucy right now. They kind of leaning in on her and say, what's that you saying, baby? What's that you saying? Well, you don't think I can go over there? Let me show you what Bitcoin can do, Lucy. Bitcoin, you show that devil. You show that devil. We're going to get a total 3. It's got a good chance coming up during this week, in my personal opinion. Why? Well, you keep jumping all over the place, Road Dog. I don't know what's going on anymore. What chart are you on? Well, I had to flip over to the weekly because we got a 200 moving average right here, which we're above. You're confusing me on all these moving averages. If I am, or if I ever do, please let me know so I can explain it better. Very crucial system. The higher you go, I mean, it plays out the same on every time frame. It really does. The 5 moving average system. And you can use the different time frames to help you kind of figure out what's going on. And so the bigger ones with the biggest weight are the heavier time frames, like the weekly. And as long as we're above that 200 moving average on the weekly, we're good. We're good on total 3. Meaning that altcoins have a good chance to go up if we're just patient enough to ride through this kind of turbulent time that we're going to have. Probably tomorrow and Tuesday especially. Just my guessing. How our markets usually play out. Getting a little taste of what they want to do today with Bitcoin. We want to turn back there. And where we were Friday, where we closed up here and right around that area and price came down. They had to take it right back up to that area. Couldn't miss a beat. Close that little gap and then come on down. That was the CME futures. Circus says, what is this music? This is my old music. I couldn't really tell you. I named it Electro. So I think that was actually the genre was electro. Electronic. Pretty cute. Epidemic sounds. All right, so let's go ahead and get into some juicy altcoins. Let me wet my whistle before we get started. The whistle has been wetted. The whistle be thirsty. Hey, you guys remember UNFI? UNFI. Unify. Do you remember that? Yeah, she's blazing right through them targets, man. She is on a mission. I think she's actually doing a 618 there. All right, so she's blasting through. She has got the chance. She's got the chance to come up to 15.25. Sitting right now at $14.39. Should she continue to carry on bullish? That's what we could be looking at. 4 hours, she's still riding above that 9. That's what we like to see. That 9 moving average kind of tells you, man, when things are going good. And it will tell you when things are starting to go bad. Jeez. And even on the 1 hour, just to get a clue for testing his health here, we're above the 9 moving average here. Maybe we lost a little while on the 50 and did our little bounce thing. You'll see more action like this on the smaller time frames. More bounces off the 50. It's more rare on the larger time frames that you go with. But again, as long as we're over the 9, we're good. She's confirming this area at 14.15 and this area support resistance flip. The last target that we had there. I'm going to erase some of these old lines here. This is one that I am happy to report that I was able to moonbag and actually save myself from a terrible mistake. Apparently, I was about to sell that whole bag a long time ago. Forgot that I had those limit orders out there, so I caught it. No. We learned our lesson there, darling. So you have $15, watch you go to 300 or something crazy. Wait, just moonbag you? Let you ride, baby. Let you ride now. So I got to give a little shout out to Unify because, man, she's done really, really good. She's basically 2x from there. We're looking at this juicy area over here at $7. I think my average buy price seems at crypto.com. That's where I actually got this one. Telling you what your average buy prices are. That's good. So shout out for Unify. Let's see what we can figure out what's going on. Are you at your top? It is close to a top. It's definitely at a good area to take profit, in my personal opinion. Now we Jenny, will you skate around the skating ring with me?
Sure, Bobby.
All right, so I'm just checking angles here. Put it on the candle body there. We may have a possible breakout of a channel. That would be cool. We got a little bit of leeway to play with, though. We want to take it all the way up to that wick there. See, let's still maybe might be working on something there. Maybe. I'd like to zoom out on this one just a little bit more. Unify. So nice double bottom, confirming there that lest we forget, shan't forget. Yeah, this baby has got some, man, look at that wig going all the way to $41. From $3 to $41 all in 1 week. That would be cool to have another week like that. I'm just saying. Baby. So we got this neckline right here where price is at, completing our neckline for this, what appears to be an Adam and Eve double bottom. Gives us a nice, juicy little new target to go with right up here at $25. 75 cents for Unify. Now, believe it or not, there actually is a trade set up here. So if you like this, you're not in it, you're thinking about, I'd like to be in that. When would you get in it? Well, you would wait for a retest of this area for this trend line here, and it could even be lower, but I kind of doubt it. I think that one should actually hold right around 1335. A pullback to that area possibly would be a safe area to jump in if you get a bounce there, so we may have to revisit that. It's too soon now, but it's just now confirming that it's breaking through that area. We got a higher target we can jump to. I want to do a little confirmation here from this juicy swing high we had here.
Hello.
To this juicy swing low we had right there, right in there. All right, so now this area right here, 1151 is our 236 area. That's the area that we got to hold through. On the larger scale, looking back on things, there is a chance that we could come back to that area to retest it. There could. Doesn't mean we will. We could. And it's given us a $17.50 area right there to shoot for our 382 target. Notice that our measure move is we're getting a little confidence right up here in the 618 area, 2674. That's really more the next target I'm looking for. And if someone wanted to trade this, pull back to these smaller areas, going for that as your target. Not a bad play, not a bad swing trade play, but it's not time to do it yet. Not time to do it yet. Gotta wait for a pullback, and I don't see one coming just yet for Unify. You run, baby. You run like the wind. A little bit of bearish divergence form in there, but sometimes it takes it a while to catch up to these bullish moves here. She may have one more run. Looking for that 382. What is that? 1736. She might do that. She might do it. Striga says, "Don't remind me of Unify." Uh-oh. Sounds like you got a story there. You lost 30K. What? I'm staying to my own markets like Luna C, making it back a little by little. Luna C is actually the next one on my list here to take a look at. Oh, she's knocking out targets. We still got a main target up here at 11,691 we have not yet hit. And I'm on what, the 4 hour? Let me zoom out just a little bit. Come over here to the weekly, start there. There's a frog in my throat. His name's Larry. Larry the Frog. So basically, Luna C's got a measured move going to like 18. Where's my mouse, man? Lost my mouse. 18,612. You know, I think there's an easier way to do this. All right, that's close enough. 18,438. And currently we're sitting at, what is the price? 93.89. So it's about a 2x up to that area. Possible out on Luna C. Straight spot. And that's just playing on the weekly. Last couple of days have been nice for it, getting a bump up there. Finally getting a breakout of this kind of I guess you were a wedge after all, wouldn't you? Channel, wedge channel. So everything's above the 200 moving average here on the daily, so that's a good sign. And I don't know if it'll be this week, but possibly this week. 50 moving average crossing the 200. That'll be bullish. That will be your official buy signal. So, kind of like what we see there. Let's take a look at Rare. She's bouncing like crazy. So it's a bouncing. Must be the music. She is going to go up here, I believe, and talk to Lucy at 19.8 cents. There's a chance she may get a little pullback to 9.8 cents, but this little baby is on fire. She's on fire. Flagging out, possibly? No, you lost that. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? Or did you lose it? No, she has not lost it. She's not lost that one. And that's the main one to be concerned with. She's lost this one, so we can still range out. A little bit of a bumpy ride for Rare over the next, I don't know, day or so. As it kind of figures out how it's going to maneuver this, but otherwise, she's looking good. She lost just her line, but this is the main one that we don't want to lose, and she's fine. She may do a pullback to the 50 moving average, about 11.4, but from there we start heading back toward 16, 17, 18. In my personal opinion, You guys ever hear of Ravencoin? I used to mess with Ravencoin back in the day, before the TA days. And I had a good little system, but it would just be find one, figure out how it works, and this one always seemed to work in a range. Never did really chart it that much. Guess I didn't know how to back then. But, she was an old favorite. It's a proof of work coin. I don't know that they're doing anything fantastical now. Does that count? Does this count? Does that count? We gotta really zoom out for this one. This one's at bottom territory, baby. I mean bottom territory. We're on perpetuals. Into the actual chart here. no better place than Binance. I think they were the first ones to give it its break back in the day. When was this? In 2019? Really? So Raven still had some juicy bottoms at 2 cents. It went down to 1.5 cents. We're up half a penny. But, this one can surprise you, getting up to 15 cents, 20 cents, 25 cents. She can. So if you got the patience for it, I mean, it works awfully slow until all of a sudden it doesn't. It takes off, and it's got a couple weeks where everybody's talking about Ravencoin. After those few weeks, it kind of dies out, and everybody forgets about Ravencoin again. But it might be something to look at. As with anything, I needed to get above this 236 area, Fibonacci area, which translates into 2.8 cents. That would be a must for me. Not really. If I was really wanting to get into it, I'd be getting into it probably right now because we're at near the bottom. So it's hard to be wrong when you're close to the bottom. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. But once we get above that 236 area, let's mark it. All right, we'll go 2783, whatever. So I can't be exact. Come on. And then we could start looking at this nice area, just a little over 5 cents, 6 cents, possibly. But this one could actually have a nice little run up to some of these higher areas, and I would eyeball that 9.4 cent area. That's a nice little possibility. Just saying, that's more of a long-term swing trade idea here. So Raven right there. The first target is what, 172%? Going to the 200 moving average is 147%. Just saying. The idea is coming up because she did get definitely a breakout with volume right here. Nice. Couple ways we could try to do this, but basically they mean we're going up 2.3 cents, maybe, baby. It's coming up where 50 is going across the 200. We're seeing that on lots of coins where it's either coming up or it's just happened. That is your official buy signal on the daily. Doesn't necessarily mean buy right now, but it means buy that next pullback, buy that next dip. And Raven is getting ready to do that. It still has a struggle. It will not be an easy breezy cover girl move up to, those higher places just yet, but she's making her ground. Raven may put it on her radar. Stricker says, damn, the Naka keeps going. Yeah, I know. I was going to take a little bit of profit, and I did take some, and then I started noticing, hey man, this thing's getting ready to roll. So yeah, I laid off of that big time because I think she can keep. I'm serious. I think we're headed to 228 and maybe higher. She's respecting that parabola a lot on Nakamoto Games. And it was just the retest. This was just the retest of this one, right? Of that area. And draw my lines a little bit. I don't know. Still right in that zone and going up. So 228. I don't know what we're doing with that. Or maybe we're measuring something like that. So from the breakout at $1.38 in that area, yeah, that's a nice 65% coming from there. Another 22% from where we are. Nakamoto. This thing could really do some damage. That's 1, 2, 3. I mean, I would not doubt to see this thing go up to around $3.50 before this is over with. It may not. I may be on too much hopium or something, but just counting my waves or counting my steps here, I think we got a couple more that we could work out right there. Nice. Circus says, we playing games all day or what? Well, apparently somebody is, because they love this. This sector is going ape crazy, even though it's probably the most risky sector. I mean, as far as a working, realistic project that's going to, you know, there's so much greater things you can do with blockchain other than just NFTs and games. But this is where the money's at right now. This is where the attention is at right now. So this is where, you know, my money's at right now. That's just how crypto works. Something could have the greatest technology and no one wants it. It's before its time. So yeah, Nako is going crazy. Here's one that I haven't looked at in quite a while. Boson Protocol. And you should be on Binance. You're on Binance US. Is that still a thing? Bosonio, Boson Protocol, Falling Wedge, Bear Trapio, broke out. Target is right up here at this area, about 36, right at 37 cents. We're sitting, where are we at right now? 26. Breakout was 16. So any of you guys that remember me going over this one, and it's been a while. I've got a video out on it. But this one can make some... This one can come up nicely. 78. Listen, my 236 is hanging out here at $1.09. I expect us to hit that. But she's just now getting started. Well, she's been started for a few weeks, but she's still in the early stages of her so-so breakout. Might get a retest at some point, but the daily doesn't think so. On the 4 hour, it looks like we've just also broke out of an ascending triangle type pattern right here. Go, baby. You do you. You ride it, Boson. Go, baby, go. Let's take one of these crazy major moves. Let's take the full spectrum, about almost 32 cents. Go do it, girl. Now, what I see interesting here on the 4 hour, Lucy's line crossed over the 800 moving average. Yeah, I like that. That's bullish. Bullish on the bigger momentum of this move. I like that. And you already had a cross over here. No cross. It already they're fanning out really nicely on Boson. Boson's looking sharp on the 4 hour. It really is. I think 32 cents is probably a little bit shy for it, and that 36, 37 cent target. Much more feasible, and that's still about a 40% move up for Boson. You gotta remember, Ali. Artificial liquid intelligence. Nobody started talking about it yet that I'm aware of. I mean, this has been talked about before. It's had its little run and fun in the sun before, but lately I haven't heard it popping up. That may be about ready to change. So, you never came down to my juicy buy zones. How dare you? All right, let's see what we got on this. I want to do... Oh man, that wick's killing my Fibonacci. I'll do it anyway. So you blew my 886 out of the water. if I come down here, sometimes the wicks, that can just be liquidity issues, just depending on what exchange. Sometimes that can vary depending on chart to chart. All right, you're gonna make it just a wee bit difficult. There we go. So, in those cases, what I do is try to find the candle body. And I would have picked that or either this level here, but since I got a candle body there, that seems to line up fairly well. So I'm going to rock with this one. This are 236 at 3.2 cents. Confluence with these two areas over here, that is a hard place for it to get over. So you got to head up there and show me something, Ali. You've been hanging down here around 1.3 cents. I'm glad to see you that you're trying to double. And 2x, you are above the 200 moving average on the daily. I like that. The 366 knocked you down, but that's okay. You get slapped around a little bit while you climb up. That's okay. You're recovering this area over here. That's cool. Let's flip that little area for support. Needs to, Scott's to. $6.3 sounds really nice and juicy for a target for you. Getting one of those fancy harmonic moves going, are you? We'll have to see what happens up there. When you plays out, you're coming down, but you got a long way to go up before that ever needs to be discussed. That's about a nice 50% move right there. I think you're the guy I'm looking for. Oh, the 618 area, that's pretty much a 2x. Nice. NCT was almost a cent today. Polyswarm. I remember this one. Oh yeah, that was one that likes to spike, and it hasn't spiked back up there yet, has it? She may be getting ready to. I don't know. Got some nice moves there. Yeah, it hit 0.11 cent. It's finding support on this trend line right now. That seems to be holding. We can get rid of that one. It's just noisy. Still got a crazy measure move that might work for us, but oh, and that's your 236 area right there that's working on. That's why she's so hard. So it'll probably work trying kind of hard to get past that right now because it really needs to before it can go up anymore. So she may be making another run on that on the smaller time frames. Yeah, it looks like she's wanting to on the she might on the 4 hour if she hasn't lost her trend line. Looks like she's still got it. Yeah, she still got that. She can come. She probably will come down to the bottom of it though. All right, NCT. A little consolidation going on there. This area's been holding right nicely right here, but I can't see a drop down to touch that 50 moving average on the 1 hour. AXL Alexiar. Or Axelar. XLR. It's something like that. I want one that has volume, dude. Let's go with Coinbase. Oh, 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 this is the 1 hour. You just been, ooh, look at you. when she runs, I mean, it's just slow, steady going. Nothing but up on the hour. Go, baby. I'm looking for you to hit 83 cents. You are respecting this trend line, so I am respecting you. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Nice, 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 nice. Beautiful move out of Axlar. So definitely maybe come up to 80, what is it, 84, 85 cents. Eventually it's got this wick to deal with at $1.16. Eventually it may come up here and flag out, or, you know, coming back full circle to the price it was before. It may flag out a little bit after it reaches that target, but ooh, baby, she just had her buy signal here on the daily. I know it sounds crazy as it's going straight up, and then you get the buy signal and it keeps going straight up. It just means next time it will come down at some point. It will. It will. If this is your coin, that's when you buy it. And we got big time. Or maybe we don't have big time. See, here we're on Binance. I don't trade Binance anymore, unfortunately. That does not look like what I'm looking for. We can get contracts. Here we go. KuCoin. Let's go through the KuCoin chart. What is this? This is the daily. Yeah, we're fighting through this area right here. So the daily looked good. She's above the 9 moving average. She is on the 4-hour too. So combination of both of those being above the 9 moving average, you can't get much happier about that. Looks like she's trying to, you know, make up some ground here. Let's just go ahead and put that to the end of the wicks there, because that's where it keeps getting knocked down at 23.6 cents. Currently sitting at 22.71, so maybe, just maybe, she will get a chance and come up, flip that for support, and then be on her merry way for some higher highs there. Not a whole lot of price history for this one. This one is one of those crazy gaming tokens that seems to be doing pretty good right now. Right there, 25,278 is our 618 Fibonacci area, and 29,442 is our 786. That's another secondary target that's good to look for, higher target. Of course, we can always target that 41 cent area. Ugh. To me, on the 1 hour, it looks like it has got a breakout from this little line right here. Confirming it as support. That looks like a megaphone. Schwa, taking us up to the upside. Yeah, she's ready to continue. Big time for another move to the upside, appears like. Just doing a little retest at the moment. Circus says most of these are going to keep doing that. People are going to sell so early. It's tempting sometimes to sell early. That's This is not the, I mean, you should always be trying to take some profits, but selling out of your whole bags right now, oh man, I think you're going to regret that a lot later. So I'm trying to avoid that myself, and almost, I said earlier, I almost made that same mistake with some old orders I put in and forgot to check on. I'm glad I checked on them. Because the main thing I should be thinking about, and a lot of you too, I believe, is, the moonbag strategy, and this is a good time to moonbag a lot of the projects that we have been on and have been in, and that's what I'm trying to keep my mind on to do, and then not immediately take that money and roll it into something else. I want to try to hold on to a bag of that money, let it accumulate. I have a problem with that, though. It's the degen in me. So apparently I'm going to have to control the degen and take it off the exchange if I'm going to hold on to it. That degen's got power. He's got power. You have to outsmart the degen, though. You have to outsmart him. And then you're good. Let him play. Let him have his own little playground. My degen has got a MEXC account that he gets the degen his heart's desire out of. I go crazy. But my main portfolios, man, degen ain't touching those. We're going old school on that. So we got Prime gaining more traction. Oh look, we had it in trade setups working out nice. Did you buy any? I didn't. I'm talking to myself. I don't. Where's that dang post-it note that I never look at? Well, beep. So double topping area, not a double top, but we just made a higher high out of this area over here at 848, right? We're hanging out at 851. Made a high of 873. I got a target of 919. Right there in that area. Prime is doing some damage. I'm on the 1 hour here. Let's zoom out just a little bit. Take a look at Prime, which is cute. So what we're seeing out of altcoins, and we like that, right? No complaints, right? We kind of really like it. Prime appears to be going into price discovery, so any pullbacks to around this 688 area might be a juicy area to look for. And no, it doesn't seem like we're going there now, but eventually we will come back and test that area, more than likely. Prime! Well, you're another one that I missed out on. Okay. Can't catch them all, though. You can't. It looks nice, though. If you're in it, man, keep playing that baby. She's going to keep going up. TS Celestia, she's got a little bit of a pullback, a major pullback, wouldn't you say? I wouldn't say major, but it's a nice pullback. Coming in here doing some funky things. So let's figure out Tia. We had a measure move. Did she work? Yeah, that's what we marked right here, right? The white one? Let's test it and see. Measure move straight down, put it at the breakout area. Where does it come to? To the white line. It's not me, it's the TA. It's the TA. This is just simple stuff. You guys watch me do it. If you're not familiar with it, I'd say a lot of you guys actually know TA and got a good grasp on it. My upcoming audience, or who I'm trying to actually, trying to wing for, are the guys that are intimidated by it. And just trying to show you, it's not that hard. It's not. I mean, you can pay for those big old fancy expensive courses and they'll walk you right through Investopedia that you could just read on your own time. You can go to thepatternSide.com. It's free. Buy one of Bukowski's books. They're not free, but they're worth having. All his information's over here. Watch my channel. Ask questions. Join the Telegram group. It's free. All kinds of, I got courses over there. I got all kinds of stuff over there. You got to dig for it though, because I am not organized. But look at that beautiful move, and boom, where did the price go? Right to that measure move. This is how this works. Price channel. It didn't even look like it was anything. Most people will be drawing this as something, we're looking, okay, well, it's a rising wedge, breaking, Yeah, and that would work. That would work too. It's not saying that that's wrong, but as long as you know the basics, like price travels in a channel. I find the angle of that and I put it to the extreme, and I got a channel, I got a measured move. Boom. And they do fairly well. They do well. It looks like we're going to come back possibly to retest that area. Really? Seriously? Celestia, you coming back to around 512, 513, that area? Maybe lower if you cross that 200 over that 366. You may be coming lower, girl. What are you doing? We need to zoom out and look at Celestia. Hey, there's my buzzer. Let us zoom out. Erase all this. We need to take a fib from swing low to swing high. And we're bouncing off the 382, but we lost the 382. We don't need to lose it, but the moving averages are saying we're probably going to lose it. We're probably looking for 618. At worst, maybe even down. I know it sounds crazy right now. I know it does. 337. It's on the table. So is this 886 area, perfectly right over here for the top. So I wonder, is this one going to lose its steam? Was it, it was hot when it came out and then everybody's going to kind of forget about it and it'll go to the wayside? Or is there something actually there that's going to make people say, yeah, this is a hot project that I want to keep being in? But there's some conflicts with this one right here at 293. Makes me wonder. It doesn't mean it'll hit, but... And I know it doesn't look like it could do it right now. And it may not. It may not. I mean, we got a trend line right here that we're respecting to the upside. We could get a bounce off of that on this 382 area, but she's already lost the 382. She's already lost it. She may bounce back up to it. She can, but listen, 200's got to cross bearishly over this 366. And that just kind of tells me that probably a nice little slow burn down. Tia, maybe getting cheaper. That's good. I don't have a whole lot of this, and I'm interested in getting someone that's down here because I can. What little I did have, I moved over on my Capital wallet and put it and staked it. See what I can make off of it that way. Or they can go all crazy trying to chase it up here at $7 and all that whatnot. When you're looking at these things, if you will follow that basic trend line, that will tell you when you need to think about getting out. Just that little strategy, and I'm amazed at how many people don't follow that. That simple little rule, just following your basic trend line, especially on your big runs up like this, because it will come down and it will go sideways and it can burn down even more. It's just not after they get their top and they go. It's just not as fun, and I'm really concerned about this one coming down a lot lower, just because of the moving average and like that. But I'm just on the 1 hour here, though. Let me check out the bigger time frames before I say anything. You're in the green cloud on the 6 hour. The daily, you don't really have too much information, but under the 9, and we don't like that. But yet above the 21, so I'm not gonna break your balls too bad right now, okay? I'll give you a little pass. We'll see what you can do. But if you don't work out, I'm cracking them. Take a look at Near Protocol, because she had her little hype and she made a nice little high about 218, 216. And now what are we doing, Near? Now you're breaking my trend lines and all this stuff. She hit a measure move, which was from a bull flag, and went a little bit above it. That was at 210 or 211. It went to 218. So now we got to check this little guy out. Trend line. And it's a little tricky because of that wick. I mean, technically, if we want to go to extremes for a trend line, we would do that. And sad to say, that may be what we see happen here. This was our original trend line. Right there, we broke that. That's the one that really counts, in my personal opinion. Near, you coming back down to 144? Are you? You could. I'm just saying. It could happen. Let's see if anybody else has got anything to say about that. Oh, yeah. Yep. The Fibonacci's also agree. The 618 Fibonacci is right there at that measured move. I think we can safely say that Near will likely has a high probability of coming down to about $1.44 area. There might be a short here for Near. Just throwing that out there. Circus says, how about that rep? Oh, bringing up that rep. That dead token that I made a video on, and it was almost so that it was the greatest thing since last bread. I think Token Metrics got it right. Yeah, it's a dead coin. How are they doing? I get alerts on this from CoinGecko every once in a while, because I think I put it into like a I don't know, messing around with the portfolio things. I just threw it in there. So they let me know whatever it's doing. That's against BTC, which you can see is just totally tanking. The crazy thing is that people still buy this, trade this and everything, even though it's a dead project. So we got you on Kraken. We got you on Gate.io. And we got to make sure there's two different versions of it. And I was on version 2. And I can't tell what this one is. This one's at 61 and a half cents. And this was the famed move that we made, catching that. I'm going to leave. This was the exact chart that I used, so this must be the right one. That was the one that I made the video, and that hit beautiful. And that's when I found out, oh crap, this was not a real thing anymore. It did nothing after that. Road Talk, you try to get people wrecked. I'm trying not to get people wrecked, but the trade hit beautifully. It was awesome. The trade worked. The long-term hold idea, yeah, don't do that. So, I don't know, man. I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't touch it at all. And she's not looking so hot on the 4-hour moving averages. They're definitely coming to the downside. Nor are you looking at it on the daily, right and below that 9. Circus says, I think it could come back alive. If somebody were to go in and, if the team were to come back, but it was probably, a financier paying developers, developers like don't really have any stake in it, I guess, or they've already sold their stake, I would say. But it's a working project. This is nothing happening on it. It's just dead over there. But I think it's functional. I think so. But there's just nothing going on. But we can't access it from the States. I don't know if anyone from Canada can, but. So a few software developers could totally bring it around. They could. Somebody wouldn't take the time to do it. They should have thought about that a long time ago, like during the midst of the bear market, though, rather than now. It's a little bit late, in my opinion. Seeing an active project is better. Yeah, I agree. You guys got Jesus Coin? I looked at my Coinbase wallet, the DeFi one, and somehow I got Jesus Coin. I guess I got airdrop. It's not like a huge amount or anything, but it's got. And now it's going up. Thank you, Jesus. I like Jesus. I like the coin too. So it's above the 9 moving average on the daily, man. You can't argue about that. It's above it on the 3-day. It's above it on the weekly. Jesus is going some places. Where are you trying to go, Jesus? Let's just go with the weekly chart because, hey, man. Why not? Well, you know where I'm going to put my little targets. Jesus Coin at 23,953. It's currently trading at 12,238. That would be a 2x from where it is now. No, it wouldn't. It'd be 67%. Can't do math, can you, road dog? So interesting. I like the nice scallop shape we got there on the weekly. And you can't complain about the moving averages. Now, there is actually a trade setup here, buying it after it clears its highest peak right here where it got rejected. Buying the retest of that level is considered a safe move, but you have to wait for price to come up, come back down, bounce off of it, and then enter as it's headed up this way. Still a high risk trade though, but you can put tight stop losses, but it's just a high risk trade. I like trying to buy as close to the bottoms as possible. But interesting coin that's getting more traction, and I guess there was a big airdrop. You might want to check some of your wallets and everything. You might have one. You might have it on there. You never know. I don't know how I got it. But thank you, Jesus. Chris says, thank you, Jesus. Hey, man, you can't hate on Jesus. Jesus did nothing. He never did anything wrong. Except for trying to be a good guy. If that's wrong. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And may God bless you on this Sunday evening when we're having the crypto circus. But I will be back tomorrow night about this time. And we'll start looking at the market again, following these altcoins, following Bitcoin, seeing what's going on, trying to make that portfolio dance and go up, baby. And it's been doing a good job, and we'll keep monitoring that and trying to figure out when we should, maybe think about getting out of some of these if we're trading, maybe thinking about pulling some profit off if we're investing before something turns around. And we keep an eye on total 3 for all of that, which is, being a little funky right now. But we got our levels. We don't want it to go below 405. If it does, we have to consider doing something with alts, unless you want to ride it all the way down. But right now we're holding, and tomorrow and Tuesday, things may turn around for altcoins, and we may be headed right back up. We got a lot of more money that's wanting to come into altcoins, like to the tune of 525 billion. So the next 2 weeks could be possibly rather interesting. All right, good night, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you can, hit that like button on your way out. I would greatly appreciate it. It does help this channel reach out to more people. All right. Have a good night.
Come on, come here, bud. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Fade out of the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you wish really was part your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wifey know you're begging for my notice? Promise you're the same, running for the meds. Sure you like my vibe, pass my candy on my red.